in Boonville, Indiana, is a family-owned sales and service center proudly serving the tri-state area for over 10 years. Racing has always been in their blood, and over the past few years, they've been blessed with the opportunity to serve hundreds of racers from all across the country. All of the crew at Law Chevrolet Buick would like to thank each and every racer for the opportunity to do business. Remember, if you buy a vehicle anywhere else, it's not the tires you'll be kicking.
Well, you know, it's the old story. You do well, you win a couple of races, and then right away, everybody's against you, everybody's your enemy. You know, it's not fair, but that's the way it is.
Watch carefully. These stock eliminator finals are always so close. And how about this? Sal Biondo takes the win. It's the 100th final for the Biondo family, and it's a winning one for Sal. Sal Biondo, Peter Biondo, many national event wins. Of course, brother Peter has won any number of sportsman championships. For the third time in the last 12 years, here at Maple Grove, Peter Biondo, Sal Biondo both win their respective eliminators at the same national event.
Biondo Racing Products, a family-owned and operated business, now in the 35th year of racers, providing racers with over 50 years of racing experience and expertise. Please check us out at BiondoRacing.com.
RAD Torque Systems Spring Fling, presented by Optima Batteries here at Galot Motorsports Park, standing alongside of Noah Lewis. Now, Noah, you have that amazing, super cool wheel stand and pickup truck that like sticks the nose all the way up in the air, but your new dragster is one of the most unique things that I've seen in racing in a long time. Tell us about this brand new ride that's the first race for this car.
I don't know, I liked the white side on the rendering. My mom liked the black side, so I said, I'll just do both. I gave it to Point 9, said, do your thing.
And he absolutely did his thing. This car is immaculate. I love the half and half. And I mean, really how you took it all the way up to the wing. The wing is half white. The rear end is half white, half black. It's just super cool hot rod. You've had some success this week, but you're also working on getting all the new bugs out with this new hot rod.
Yes, sir. I did pretty well on Tuesday in the truck, and that's about all.
But it's really tough competition out here. Today's day number last, and let's turn on some wind lights on this bad boy.
Yes, sir.
But it is my pleasure, on behalf of the Spring Fling staff, as we always take a look for the Todd Barton designed best appearing car. This was a pretty easy pick for us. Your brand new dragster is the Todd Barton designed best appearing car here at the RAD Torque Systems Spring Fling presented by Optima Batteries. So we have a great trophy for you and a whole bunch of other stuff. Best appearing car here at the Fling.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Should be very proud of this machine.
Yes, sir.
All right, congratulations to Noah Lewis, our best appearing car here at the Fling of Galot. Very well deserved, sir.
Thank you.
RAD Torque Systems Spring Fling presented by Optimum Batteries. We're up here in the tower with Jason Sizemore, one of our participants here at Galot Motorsports Park. And Jason, you're a bit kind of newer to drag racing, as you spent a lot of your racing career running around in a circle on the dirt looking for the finish line.
Yeah, we've done that for about the last 10 years, and this is our second year back drag racing, and seems like we're trying to get started all over again, but this weekend here sure has been tough.
Yeah, exactly. You had the unfortunate incident with the bread on Thursday where you left the starting line and ended up kind of in a precarious situation down there on the racetrack.
Yeah, it kind of reminds you on turn 2, on Tazewell Speedway where we raced that a lot. It's short, fast, and things happen in a hurry in that little car. It just kind of turned right and, wasn't no control, just hold on and wait to the end. And I'm just proud we're okay, and thanks for the facility for all the concerns and help and, everything that y'all do for this facility and y'all's spring fling.
Yeah, the car ended up on its side, and, the safety team was on there pretty quick and ended up getting you on the right side. It's good to see, all the safety gear did what it was supposed to do. But most importantly, you didn't stop right there. You jumped in the dragster and kept running for the rest of the week.
Well, I thought we might have a chance. We couldn't get on the tree, and then the car was deadly, and then we got on the tree, and then we created a mess, and we've struggled from yesterday about the second round, and I just can't find it. We'll just go home, and we'll start all over, and we'll be back.
But, really, after the incident on Thursday, nobody would have been, disappointed if you would have given up at that point and got home, which is kind of the reason why we brought you up here today. Kyle Seipel, Peter Biando's partner in this deal, his spirit, he just never, ever gave up with all the stuff that he was dealing with. And one of the most valuable prizes that we give out at the Fling events in memory of Kyle is the Kyle Seipel Never Give Up Award, because that's what Kyle did. Kyle was so important to all of us. His spirit, how he treated people, how he made people feel loved. And on behalf of Peter Biondo, Emily, and all the Fling family, we're very proud. Through trying circumstances, you never gave up this week, came out here, did your best to race, and we'd like to present you with the Kyle Seipel Never Give Up Award. This beautiful plaque, and it also comes with a check for $1,000, courtesy of everybody at the Fling. Kyle meant so much to us, and I know he's smiling down upon us, looking after everything what happened this week with you and how you stuck with it, you never gave up, and you continued to race and do your best.
Well, I appreciate it, and I don't even know the guy at all, but that just brings tears to my eyes, and I sure do appreciate, and I'm honored to, be classified as the same spirit as, if you give up, you'll never succeed. And I hope everybody here has the best day and no issues, and I'm just proud to be here and with my family and everybody's safe, and we will be back if nothing happens. That's something at home we've called, and I've got supporters at home, and they're like, trying to tell me what to do, and, we've dug and dug and dug, and I'm just at the point right now, might be a valve spring in the motor and don't want to hurt the motor, but it sure ain't because we want to give up. But it is an honor, and thank you all.
Well, I tell you what, Kyle watches over us all the time, watches over these events, and I know how well we all know Kyle and how much he loved all of us. He'd be very proud of you for everything you did to stick with it, and we're very proud to give you this award.
Thank you all very much.
All right, Jason Sizemore, our winner of the Kyle Seipel Never Give Up Award. Peter?
Jason, what kind of stuck out in my mind was I was on a racetrack after the wreck, and the first words out of your mouth was, what was my reaction time? To me, that's a guy that is, you were ready to get right after it. Did I win? What was my reaction time? And that's what stood out to me. And then the character, your integrity, talking to you in the lanes, it just fits with what this award is all about.
Well, I appreciate it. I really do. And whenever I was asking you about the reaction time, I was trying to combine both cars together, and I knew that one was done for the weekend, and we had to figure out maybe, where we was at, there to adjust for the other one, because I was, on past this deal wanting to go to the next, because, it was sad but true. It's done, so, let's get out of here and get the other one going and, try to make things work.
And you did make things work. You made a lot of good laps after that, and this award is
All right, here we are. The round of 10. Mickey Thompson, round 7. Michael Spencer, Raceford, North Carolina. Spencer's Concrete Finishing, Race Tech Machine, down to 427 left side. Donovan Williams, Bradenton, Florida. The Overkill Motorsports, FTI on site. Mickey Thompson, Dragster, down to 468. Head start going to go to Donovan Williams. And Donovan turns it 7th thou red. Michael Spencer. Gets away with one. Spencer is 41 on the tree, goes dead 9, 50 total, and gets the win on the red light start by Donovan Williams. Cameron Fredrickson, 79 Malibu wagon of John Siegel, 602 the dial. G-Dub, Gary Williams, Bradenton, Florida, 531 in the right side. Head start goes to the wheelie wagon. $13 to a 6, advantage Fredrickson. Finish line, win line goes to G-Dub. Double breakout. Cameron Fredrickson, 6, take 9, under by 6 thou. G-Dub under by 4 thou. He'll be coming back for the round of 4. Brandon Lane, Pikeville, North Carolina. 460 left side. Last year's top ET champ right here at Galot Motorsports Park. RAD Torque Tools on the side of that machine. Down to 460. Jeff Verdi, Glen Allen, Virginia. 584 on the right side. Verdi's in trouble. Brandon Lane should have, could have, and does. 006 take 18, goes one above 6. 22 total. Verdi is 33 dead 7 and in the way. Chris Stein, Silver Lake, Indiana. Stein Tire, Diamond Race Cars, OEM Combustion. 2016 Diamond Chassis, down to 435 for Stein, out of Silver Lake, Indiana, alongside TG Pascal. 450 the dial on the right side. So TG getting 1500s from Stein. Five to an 11. Pascal with the advantage. Win light Stein. 11, take 3, goes dead 4. 15 total. TG 005 goes 1 above 3. 18 total. Stein returns for the round of 5. So we got one pair coming back. Joe Jolsrud in the S10 and Donovan Williams with his second entry.
First right of refusal. Please support those businesses. Give them your business. Help them out because they do so much for the racing community, both for the fleet fans and obviously supporting other racing across the country. So just a big thank you to everybody involved in this event, all the that traveled so far. You know, the gas prices are crazy. We had over 400 entries the last couple of days. Just a big tip of the cap to all you for supporting this great event, great brand, and just can't thank you guys enough for being a part of it, and just can't thank Steve enough for all of his hard work and all the fun we've had up here in the booth. And that's all I have to say about that.
Well said, Mike. I concur. Like I said, you never know what you're going to do when you show up and you say, hey, you're going to work with this guy or that guy or whatever. And so it's been a pleasure to work with you. Obviously, you announced you did a whole lot of other stuff this week, and just that team. That's the great thing about it. It is a true team effort. Nobody ever says, no, I can't do that. No, I'm too good to do that. No, that's beneath me. Everybody just jumps in, and whether it's setting up tables and chairs or going down to do whatever, everybody just says yes, and that's the cool thing about this. So I am, same as you, just eternally thankful for the opportunity to be here to share this week with you guys and everybody else on the in the Fling family. And we couldn't do out these racers without them. We've got absolutely nothing to talk about. Without the folks in the chat bleachers, we have no way to interact with other than you and I. And if we did, like, we'd both be in the psychiatric ward before Thursday. And so it just makes it nice all the way around. The racing family is just that. I mean, there's nowhere else I think you can step back and say is as tight-knit as the racing community. So thankful for that. Thankful for all involved. So we're going to be down to 5 cars after this round. So we're getting close. Almost time to put a wrap on the RAD Torque Spring Fling presented by Optima Batteries. Getting close. So.
And on top of that, Miss Dana just ran out. This staff here at Galot, this facility, we've been singing its praises the whole entire time. I think this is like the 4th time I've been here. This place is awesome. I mean, I can't recommend everybody that's like within 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hour drive, come to one of their events. They put on some killer events at this facility. It is definitely worth, driving down here, getting a hotel, hanging out, driving back, spending a weekend here. This facility is just absolutely incredible and so special. All the people that work here are just so incredibly nice and thoughtful and kind, and they welcome us coming in here. And like, these are friends that I've made over the last few years that I'll have for my whole entire life. And I mean, that's something really special at a facility, where you only come here. Like me personally, I come here once a year, and like we pick up exactly where we left off because we talk a lot of smack on Facebook back and forth with everybody. And Ben and Miss Dana and Chris and Howard. I mean, I don't want to leave anybody out, but like really, this whole entire staff here is just above reproach.
Yep, very true. This is my first trip here, and I never would have known it. Everybody's just open. And hey, I'll give a shout out to Charles, who kept us fed all week. Man, I tell you what, I need to go back home and just not eat for days because I don't eat like this. It's amazing what Charles did for all of us all week. And the racers barbecue, he handled all that. We were never wanting for anything. So,
big shout out to all my friends at Firebird Raceway in Boise, Idaho. Kathy Vandermeer just chimed in, said she's been enjoying the feed as they've been doing absolutely nothing other than watching it rain and watching the live feed. So all my friends up there at Firebird Raceway in Boise, Idaho, which, Steve, by the way, that's another A-plus facility.
Really?
Love that joint. The new family, they do such an incredible job up there. But at Boise, and the whole track set up where the staging lanes are in front of the grandstands, it's just really special. So I miss all my Firebird friends. Hope everybody's doing well and being safe.
You feel alive when you say back on my feet and I've tried to move away from it all. Do you feel alive when you say yourself? It's a long way down, but I feel alive. None of this will break my bones, but the memories beyond me down. But I will let go. It is on my mind, and in this heart there is room for you, even if you let me down.
You and I, we get breaks and stuff. Boy, that diva desk is always occupied. So help them out. Get your tabs closed out. And let's get this thing closed out in a quick manner. Here we go. Final pair of the round. So Donovan Williams, the overkill, FTI on site. Mickey Thompson, dragster, up here for his second entry, down to 465 on the left side. Joe Julesrud, Stony Point, North Carolina, 664 right side in the S10. Been making good laps and trying to do it again right here to get down to 5 here on Weisco. 30K Saturday, day last. Donovan just was red, 7th thou. He's ready for Joe right here. Seven to a 14. Here comes Donovan. Finish line. Oh, Donovan. 007. Take 21 to go under by 14 thou. Had to take 7 or less. He drops them both. The round of 10. Joe 14 dead 0. And Joe Julesrud goes to the round of 5.
That was wild.
Yep.
All right, so that concludes Mickey Thompson Tires round number 7. We'll bring back 5. It'll be a few moments. With 5 left, our 5 competitors, Mr. Lane, Mr. Stein, Mr. Spencer, Mr. Gary Williams, and Mr. Julesrud will be our 5 that will be coming back here in just a little bit. And so will we.
Jags. For those who don't settle when others do. Who will give everything but won't give up. For those who believe in unlimited while others limit themselves. For those who are set free by performance and believe innovation can take you anywhere.
Trusted by all since 1960.
Jags!
Ultronics, the leader in performance electronics. Racers know and depend on their state-of-the-art systems every day. Perform Air Pro and Perform Air Eclipse are the racing industry's standard high-tech, easy-to-use weather systems. Power-Light lithium batteries, the super powerful lightweight energy source for your machine. And the Data Quest Power Quest, the most innovative data recorders and touchscreen switch panels you can find. Check out ultronicsinc.com for these products and more. Ultronics, the choice of champions.
Ultronics, Perform Air Weather Station Giveaway. Go to ultronicsinc.com/fling and enter to win.
60 years of innovation, 60 years of attention to detail, 60 years of rigorous testing under race conditions is what makes ATI Performance Products great. ATI has been helping racers like you reach the finish line first. Today, we manufacture a wide range of high-performance parts that are track-tested and race-proven. We're passionate about performance, and that passion is what drives you to the finish line first. See everything ATI has to offer at ATIRacing.com.
Larice Motorsports Insurance offers drag racers the broadest insurance policies in the industry. Larice Motorsports Insurance was created by racers for racers. Larice insures race cars on and off the track, trailers and equipment. Larice even pays racers contingencies at the Fling bracket races. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Larice Motorsports Insurance today.
Those products with me. You know, they're best you can buy, best of the best. I really appreciate all their support.
racers serving up the very best parts. That's what Mazir Enterprises is all about. Since our first product introduction in the 1980s, we have been in the relentless pursuit of excellence on the track and off, with a mission to produce the very best parts. Problem-solving parts for your high-performance vehicle. No matter if it's chassis and fabrication, water pump and cooling system, starters and the accompanying electrical, or full billet flex plates you're after, look to Mazir for the best solutions.
Meet the next generation of Autometer's legendary Ultimate Tachometer line, the Ultimate 3 and the Ultimate DL, which places the power of more advanced data acquisition systems in an affordable, convenient, and compact package. With the Ultimate 3, you can record the engine and driveshaft RPM at 100 samples per second with up to 60 seconds of available memory. Playback data right on the tach itself or easily download to the award-winning Data Pro Analysis software. Availability in black or silver dials in 9,000 or 11,000 RPM ranges. More advanced users should consider using the Ultimate DL, which adds the ability to record wideband air-fuel ratio and pressure channel data to the Ultimate 3, which can help you diagnose fuel delivery issues and improve tuning. For more information, visit us at autometer.com.
We drive people. We drive bracket racing because reliability, accuracy, and consistency is what goes round and wins races. An all-in-one solution tailored to your application. Walk the pits and you'll begin to see fuel tech everywhere.
Law Chevrolet Buick in Boonville, Indiana is a family-owned sales and service center proudly serving the tri-state area for over 10 years. Racing has always been in their blood, and over the past few years, they've been blessed with the opportunity to serve hundreds of racers from all across the country. All of the crew at Law Chevrolet Buick would like to thank each and every racer for the opportunity to do business. Remember, if you buy a vehicle anywhere else, it's not the tires you'll be kicking.
Well, you know, it's the old story. You do well, you win a couple of races, and then right away, everybody's against you, everybody's your enemy. You know, it's not fair, but that's the way it is.
Watch carefully. These stock eliminator finals are always so close. And how about this? Sal Biondo takes the win. It's the 100th final for the Biondo family, and it's a winning one for Sal. Sal Biondo, Peter Biondo, many national event wins. Of course, brother Peter has won any number of sportsman championships. For the third time in the last 12 years here at Maple Grove, Peter Biondo, Sal Biondo both win their respective eliminators at the same national event.
Biondo Racing Products, a family-owned and operated business, now in the 35th year of racers, providing racers with over 50 years of racing experience and expertise. Please check us out at beyondoracing.com.
Race it, experience it. For the last decade and more, founders and legendary racers Peter Biondo, Kyle Seipel, and the Fling family have put on some of the biggest and best events in the history of bracket racing, setting the bar for what a race can be, for what a race should be. With one race, names like Jeff Birdie and Randall Reed have joined instantly recognizable icons like Scotty Richardson and Luke Bagacki as racers who have achieved on one of the biggest stages in the sport. A place where young and old alike come together not to just test themselves, but to simply enjoy some of the coolest cars, prizes, camaraderie, and competition you'll find anywhere around. Ask anyone who's come to a Fling event, and they'll tell you the same thing. You'll just have to race it, experience it.
When you pull in the gate and you see all these people and all these rigs, it's the feeling that you get of competition, I think.
Flings are always such great events. They're large events. You want to be a part of it.
Throughout the year, we don't get to race for this kind of money.
Not emotional, I ain't gonna lie. I had tears in my eyes going around get the time slip.
Oh, it's just a great race.
No other feeling than winning a big race, a spring fling event. It's just nothing to compare to that.
Experience like what's got to be one of the best bracket races you could ever go to at what's like the Taj Mahal of racetrack.
Man, it feels unreal. That's the most money I ever won in my life.
The suite at the Cosmopolitan awaits. And one of these two, either Kevin Brannon or Spencer Massey, is going to add their name to the list that was started by Jeff Verdi, continued on by Luke Bugacki, Randall Reed, Peeps Pennington, Scotty Richardson, and Bo Butner have all claimed the title of Spring Fling Million Champion. The Showgirls, Jennifer and Greta, taking their position down there on the starting line as well. And we've got a Gaffney, South Carolina representation driving the Howmobile over on the left side. 460 is going to be the dial for the Rabbit. Kevin Brannon and Spencer Massey. Coming in the Nova out of Texas, the tree begins to drop. Spencer's down in at 647. Kevin's down in at 460. 5 thou separate them in reaction time, and the win light belongs to the Rabbit. Kevin Brannon on a double breakout. Kevin was 005 on the tree. Take 2 thou at the stripe to beat 2 thou under. 459.8 on the 460. Spencer Massey was right behind him and ends up 5 thou under the dial. Massey with a 10 thou light breaks it out by 5 thou, but Kevin Brannon, the Rabbit, is going to claim the victory and will become racer number 7 to etch his name on the wall of history here at the Spring Fling Million. The main event day comes to a close in a fantastic side-by-side drag race between the door cars and the dragsters. Kevin Brannon, Spencer Massey did not disappoint.
Kevin Brannon taking the win in a car that he had not been in until this morning.
Pretty cool.
After the first round, was talking to him in the staging lanes, and he's like, you know, I got a pretty good horse here. Kevin Brannon, yes, you do, and you rode it all the way to be the Million main event champion here in 2022, Nathan Hershey.
We are standing down here trackside. Kevin Brannon is putting on the champion's jacket, the 7th man to don the jacket here at the K&N Spring Fling Million, presented by Optima Batteries, surrounded by the Showgirls. The smiles on the face is like, dude, the big check, the Showgirls, the limo's waiting, the suite is waiting. Man, it's going to be a good afternoon. I'm going to slide in here, jump into a car you've never driven before. The day starts off really well and just ends on an even higher note, man. Tell me about your experience here today. How much does this mean to you?
Man, I can't. I just got to give all the glory to God and thank Brian, Mindy, and family for giving me the opportunity to drive this thing. I mean, they didn't know me and put their trust in me, and I can't thank them enough for giving me the opportunity.
Man, you have had a spectacular year already. Tell me, where does this win rank? You've got so many trophies on the shelf at home, but to be able to join an elite crew like this, what does this mean?
This one with all the drama that went on, just to be able to do it and earn it all the way through, it's crazy. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say.
All right, hey, make some noise for your champion, Kevin
Welcome back, or welcome to the Elite Insider. This is our brief, 5 minutes or less, bi-weekly email dedicated to two goals. The first, to help you take one small step, or perhaps one big step, toward becoming the best version of yourself on the racetrack. My number one goal is to help you here today. Now, along the way, we'll also provide a little bit of a glimpse, like a little bit of a sneak peek, if you will, into what life is like inside This Is Bracket Racing Elite as a member of our premier membership community, because it's these topics, it's these discussions that we host day in and day out within the community. Today, I want to talk about timing systems. Obviously, our sport is conducted using, and we are very much dependent on as competitors, the timing system at the facility at which we are competing. Now, we could debate the accuracy of said timing system. We could debate the idea that our current race car technology could be matching or ultimately will match, perhaps even outrun the technology of said timing system.
Gary Williams. Quarterfinals. Wiseco Performance Products, 30 grander. That was awesome. Gary out of Bradenton, Florida for FTI on site. Mickey Thompson, VP Fuels. And the Boss Lady Camaro, 529 is the dial. Michael Spencer, Rayford, North Carolina. The orange Race Tech machine for Spencer's Concrete Finishing. 428 is the dial in for Spencer. Gary will get 2 LED light head start and 1 teeny tiny one. 1.01 second head start. We are in. Gary Williams is away. Michael Spencer a little behind at the start. Gary Williams looking to hold off, and Gary Williams locks Michael Spencer out of the kitchen. 002 green, dead on 7 is 9 total. Michael Spencer was 15 at the start and was on a casual 161 mile an hour run for fun. Gary Williams locks out Michael Spencer and his 002. Chris Stein and Joe Julesrud. Stein out of Silver Lake, Indiana. The First Federal Bank side of the racetrack, the dragster in the right lane. 435 is the dial. Joe Julesrud, Stony Point, North Carolina for HGRE, that white S10, 663, and this will be fun. 2.3 second head start for Joe Julesrud. Like, Joe literally is going to be down there at about 400 feet before Chris Stein gets the green. Okay, it's not that far. But Joe Julesrud is going to be down there a ways, and Chris Stein is going to be in hot pursuit. Who will advance into the round of 3? One is Gary Williams. One will be Mr. Lane on the solo. Who will be the third? Joe is in. Tree, away. 18 on both sides of the racetrack. Chris Stein, 435 nothing on the 435 to be 18 total. Joe Julesrud was 18 green, had the S10 out there in front for a ways, but then his 665 on the 663 is Chris Stein. 18 at the start, and stuck it right on the number, dead zero, to advance. Down to the semifinals, Brandon Lane, Pikeville, North Carolina, on the solo. Gary Williams was 002. Chris Stein was 18. Brandon is 10. He will have lane choice. 4-6-0-1. That is 11 total for Brandon Lane. As I believe, hold on. I'm 91% sure that Gary Williams will have the bye to the final. Gary was 002, and I don't think that he had a bye earlier in the day. Lane was 10 green. Chris Stein was 18, so this is officially unofficial. Gary Williams, being 002, will have the bye at 3 cars, and Brandon Lane should have lane choice on Chris Stein. But that's officially unofficial, and I cannot stress unofficial enough. Like it's unofficial. Like hardcore unofficial. It is officially unofficial. Absolutely. As we're waiting. We're waiting for confirmation. But, I mean, to be fair, this isn't my first rodeo. Could you imagine? No. Gary Williams, it is official. It is officially official. Gary Williams has the bye at 3 cars, and Lane has lane choice over Stein. Lane has lane choice. Lane. There's like Lane. Which, when I hear Lane, it just wants me to, like, drop Better Off Dead references. It has raisins in it, Lane. You like raisins. Is it too late in the day to be, like, have Better Off Dead references? I want my $2. So, Gary Williams, with the bye at 3 cars, Brandon Lane, and Chris Stein will make up the other semifinal, with Brandon Lane being the picker of what lane he gets to run in. So we'll have a few more minutes of quiet time. Steve Riggins will bring you the rest of the race, semifinals and the finals, on Wiseco Performance Products $30,000 day number last.
Jags.
For those who don't settle when others do. For those who are set free by performance and believe innovation can take you anywhere.
Jags, trusted by all since 1960. What you want, when you want it, at a price you want to pay. Jags.
Ultronics, the leader in performance electronics. Racers know and depend on their state-of-the-art systems every day. Perform Air Pro and Perform Air Eclipse are the racing industry's standard high-tech, easy-to-use weather systems. Power-Light lithium batteries, the super powerful lightweight energy source for your machine. And the Data Quest Power Quest, the most innovative data recorders and touchscreen switch panels you can find. Check out ultronicsinc.com for these products and more. Ultronics, the choice of champions.
Ultronics, Perform Air Weather Station Giveaway. Go to ultronicsinc.com/fling and enter to win.
60 years of innovation, 60 years of attention to detail, 60 years of rigorous testing under race conditions is what makes ATI Performance Products great. ATI has been helping racers like you reach the finish line first. Today, we manufacture a wide range of high-performance parts that are track-tested and race-proven. We're passionate about performance, and that passion is what drives you to the finish line first. See everything ATI has to offer at ATIRacing.com.
Larice Motorsports Insurance offers drag racers the broadest insurance policies in the industry. Larice Motorsports Insurance was created by racers for racers. Larice insures race cars on and off the track, trailers and equipment. Larice even pays racers contingencies at the Fling bracket races. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Larice Motorsports Insurance today.
Best of the best. I really appreciate all their support.
Racers serving up the very best parts. That's what Mazir Enterprises is all about. Since our first product introduction in the 1980s, we have been in the relentless pursuit of excellence on the track and off, with a mission to produce the very best parts. Problem-solving parts for your high-performance vehicle. No matter if it's chassis and fabrication, water pump and cooling system, starters and the accompanying electrical, or full billet flex plates you're after, look to Mazir for the best solutions.
Meet the next generation of Autometer's legendary Ultimate Tachometer line, the Ultimate 3 and the Ultimate DL, which places the power of more advanced data acquisition systems in an affordable, convenient, and compact package. With the Ultimate 3, you can record the engine and driveshaft RPM at 100 samples per second with up to 60 seconds of available memory, playback data right on the tach itself, or easily download to the award-winning Data Pro Analysis software. Availability in black or silver dials in 9,000 or 11,000 RPM ranges. More advanced users should consider using the Ultimate DL, which adds the ability to record wideband air-fuel ratio and pressure channel data to the Ultimate 3, which can help you diagnose fuel delivery issues and improve tuning. For more information, visit us at Tachometer.com.
We drive people. We drive bracket racing. Because reliability, accuracy, and consistency is what goes round and wins races. An all-in-one solution tailored to your application. Walk the pits and you'll begin to see fuel tech everywhere.
Law Chevrolet Buick in Boonville, Indiana is a family-owned sales and service center proudly serving the tri-state area for over 10 years. Racing has always been in their blood, and over the past few years, they've been blessed with the opportunity to serve hundreds of racers from all across the country. All of the crew at Law Chevrolet Buick would like to thank each and every racer for the opportunity to do business. Remember, if you buy a vehicle anywhere else, it's not the tires you'll be kicking.
Well, you know, it's the old story. You do well, you win a couple of races, and then right away, everybody's against you, everybody's your enemy. You know, it's not fair, but that's the way it is.
Watch carefully. These stock eliminator finals are always so close. And how about this? Sal Biondo takes the win. It's the 100th final for the Biondo family, and it's a winning one for Sal. Sal Biondo, Peter Biondo, many national event wins. Of course, brother Peter has won any number of sportsman championships.
For the third time in the last 12 years here at Maple Grove, Peter Biondo, Sal Biondo both win their respective eliminators at the same national event.
Biondo Racing Products, a family-owned and operated business, now in the 35th year of racers, providing racers with over 50 years of racing experience and expertise. Please check us out at BiondoRacing.com.
Welcome back, or welcome to the Elite Insider. This is our bi-monthly video email where in 5 minutes or less, guaranteed, I will do my best to share some idea that I truly hope, you can apply to your own racing program, or at least put some thought into, with the idea being that this can take you one, perhaps small, perhaps big, step closer to becoming the best version of yourself on the racetrack, and also to provide a little bit of insight into what life is like within This is Bracket Racing Elite. That's our premier membership community where we discuss topics like this literally every single day. So in a recent Elite Insider video, we talked about why or when to hold ET, to dial up. And I basically illustrated two specific scenarios in which I think it makes sense to dial an ET intentionally slower than we can run. The first is when we don't really know what we can run, right? So basically we have more confidence in our ability to drive the finish line than we do in our car's ability to run the number. In This is Bracket Racing terms, this is bracketracing.com terms, we refer to that as the driver strategy, okay? The other scenario in which it makes sense to dial up and to hold or sandbag or whatever you want to call it is when we're not particularly confident on the starting line and we want to disguise what could be a poor reaction time. And I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into this. This is what we typically call the spot drop strategy. Okay, just to better illustrate, let's say that you and I are in a heads-up 8th mile matchup and we're both dialed 650. Okay, I'm really confident that I can go 650 with a 0, right? Let's just say, like, there's no doubt in my mind, I'm going to go low dead on. As the race unfolds, I miss the tree a little bit. Let's say that I'm 35 on the tree. You're 005, okay? And let's say, again, we're both dialed 650, that whether you realize it or not coming in, let's say that you're capable of going 649.5 here. So now, as the race unfolds, I'm going dead on 0, but I'm 35 on the tree. So I'm representing a 35 thousandths of a second package. You, on the other hand, are 005, and you're running 5 thousandths under your dial-in. So as we approach the finish line, you are representing a perfect run. You're +5 on the tree, you're -5 on the ET. What that means is, as we approach the finish line, you're way ahead, right? You're going to get to the finish line first by 35 thousandths of a second if we both hold it wide open. In most cases, you're going to realize, hey, I'm ahead. I've got some room here. And whether you think you can break out by 5 thousandths or not, you're likely to step off the throttle, scrub the brakes, whatever the case may be, and comfortably still get to the finish line first while killing that 5 thousandths of a second to keep from breaking out. Let's go back and replay that exact same scenario, okay? I'm still in a car that I'm really confident can go low 650. I'm still going to be late, right? I'm going to be 35 on the tree. But rather than approaching this round and saying like, hey, I'm just going to go low dead on, I'm going to employ the spot drop strategy. So what that means is I'm going to dial up to 653, knowing full and well that I can go 650, but I've got a predetermined spot on the racetrack where I'm going to lift off the throttle or I'm going to tap the brakes and I'm going to kill those 300ths of a second. Now the whole complexion of the race changes. Again, I'm still 35. You're still 005. You're still going 5 thousandths of a second under, so you are representing a perfect run. Now, I'm going 300ths of a second under. So I'm 35 on the tree going 3 under. Now I'm representing a 5 thousandths package as we approach the finish line. So again, if we both hold it to the floor, you're only going to get there first by 5 thousandths of a second. If you came into the run thinking that you could not go faster than 650, that's close enough for you to say, oh, I got to hold it on the floor. And about the time that you make that decision, that's when I hit my spot, lift off the throttle, tap the brakes, I kill my 300ths. I still make the exact same run that I was going to make before, right? I'm 35 and low dead on, except now I've likely induced a mistake on your end. You're likely to be under. And it's a way for me to get away with winning a race that, quite honestly, I shouldn't win with that poor reaction time. That's the advantage of the spot drop strategy. Now, that's the broad idea. Now, putting that into play brings about a few more questions, right? Like, how to establish your spot drop. First off, how do you determine how much to hold? Should that spot drop kill 100, 200s, 400s, 600s, right? And then once you determine that, how do you go about actually killing that ET on the racetrack in a safe and predictable and consistent manner? That's a little bit deeper dive. And again, we've got plenty of lessons dedicated to each of those subjects within This Is Bracket Racing Elite and also within the master courses that we offer on thisisbracketracing.com related to both strategy and finish line driving. I'm going to include links to those below. But again, that's the broad idea. If you can wrap your mind around that, want to dig a little bit deeper, be sure to check it out.
Another ball, another chain. The answer lies in the equation. But the question here is, will you lose or gain? Do I want to know why? Really want to know why? Some say live and let live. You care enough to be free. Keep on no matter come what may.
We are ready for the semifinals. Winner here comes back to face Gary Williams for $30,000 here on Weisco Saturday, day last of the RAD Torque System Spring Fling, presented by Optima Batteries here at the beautiful Galot Motorsports Park. Brandon Lane, last year's top ET champ here at Galot out of Pikeville, North Carolina, dialed a 460 in the left side. Chris Stein, all the way out of Silver Lake, Indiana. The 2016 Diamond Dragster, Stein Tire, Diamond Race Cars, OEM combustion machine, dialed a 435 in the right side. So 2,500 head start, going to go to Brandon in the left side. And Chris is going to give chase. Both of them have performed well. Both cars have been good. This ought to be a matchup. And you know you got Gary Williams waiting in the wings. And $30,000 on the line in the final. .003, Stein makes a miss. And Brandon Lane, 003 and 2 above. Stein out of the throttle at the other end because he misses the tree. He's 37 and goes 1 above 8. No good for Stein. So Brandon Lane and Gary Williams gonna hash it out for 30 grand. G-Dub, another big old burnout, but he gets back awful quick. 528 on the side of the Camaro, FTI, Mickey Thompson. Don't know if we're just launching here for a reaction time or running it out. Who knows? But we're about to find out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Gary Williams makes a perfect lap in the semifinals. Trip, zip, dead, zero. He never ceases to amaze me. Like I said, I had no idea what he was going to do. I didn't know he was going to come out and make a perfect run. I mean, who expected that? Wow, G-Dub. Absolutely perfect in the semifinals on a bye run. Hero status right there. Wow. Trip, zip, dead, zero. Perfect lap here at the Fling. And why not? So it's going to be G-Dub, Gary Williams, and Brandon Lane to settle it up for 30 grand. So we'll let them cool them, fuel them, and get them back here, and we'll go to some ads, we'll go to some music, and we'll be back with the final here on Weisco 30K Saturday, the RAD Torque System Spring Fling, presented by Optima Batteries.
Jags.
Hello, racers. Thought I'd take you a little bit behind the scenes with the queen of the diva desk at the Spring Flings, Emily Biondo. Emily, how are you today?
I'm good.
So Emily's hard at it right now because we're about to leave for Vegas, and as soon as we finish Vegas, we're going to be trekking east to Galot with very little break. So if there's a little bit of stress on your face, we'll give you some leeway there.
Thanks, appreciate it. Yep.
I want to start off with the first question. You know, people see us running around at the Flings, and we rarely get any time, personal time. So tell us first, here's my first question to you. I want the racers to get to know you a little bit, but my first question is a hard one. It's, you've been, everybody knows, most people that are watching this know that Kyle Seipel, my best friend and business partner, passed away recently. And you, myself, and Kyle worked hand in hand for the last 12 years with the Flings. Tell the audience what it's like working with Kyle and I.
Okay,
being a buffer, whatever your role was, whatever you did, tell the audience about it.
Yeah, a couple roles. Buffer is a good word for it. It's us three musketeers. I feel like we just had such a great, like, 1, 2, 3 punch, the three of us. You know, the boys can be so stringent with certain things and more analytical, and I would throw in some things that would be more personal, more personable for the racers. But the three of us working together was just like nothing else. I mean, the 1-2 punch of Peter and Kyle are unlike anything that I've ever seen in a friendship, and especially living so far away from each other. We all worked together for 12 years, and we miss him dearly. But you know, I've stepped up in the last couple of years and taken on some more of his roles. But he'll never be replaced, that's for sure.
There's no doubt about that. As a best friend and a business partner, he'll never be replaced. But you definitely did step up. So let's talk about that a little bit. You're a mother of 2, and you're now my right-hand person at the Flings. So tell us a little bit about your role, leading up to the event at the Flings, what you do, and what it's like.
Yeah, so leading up to the races, it's really turned into a full-time job these past, 3 or 4 years, I'd say. Thankfully, my kids are in school now, so I get a good chunk of time every day to do the grind, all the prizes, the sponsors, the spreadsheets, trying to organize everything so that when we arrive at the event, we can, actually take it in. And that's the best part of working with the Flings is once you arrive at the track, you get this, the aura is just really cool. It's fun to be in the mix. I love being at the diva desk. It's you're right there on the front line. So the racers, they're coming to buy back, and they're just excited too. They've never been so happy to spend money with you, because you hear all the good stuff. So it's cool to be on the front lines like that.
Yeah, the diva desk is a fun place to be at the Flings. I know it's stressful.
There's controversy though whether the diva desk was created because the racers are the divas or because we're the divas. But I'm sticking with that it's the racers that are the divas.
Maybe a little bit of both. Well, you guys.
The wives will all agree with me.
Yeah, you guys work hard and you make it fun for all of the employees at the Flings and all the racers as well. Tell us a little bit about your racing. How did you get started, and your transition into motherhood from racing?
Yeah, so I started racing when I was 14, which would have been 22 years ago, which seems crazy that I'm even old enough to be racing for 22 years. But my friend's dad raced down in Florida where I lived in Seminole, Florida. And I went out to the track with her one Friday night, and it was just fun, being around the racing atmosphere. We were like brushing off the tires after the burnout, thinking we were like the crew. My dad was always into muscle cars growing up, but he never went to the drag strip. So I was like, Dad, you got to come out here. And it was right up his alley. So the family just plunged right in, and I started racing juniors when I was 14, stopped competitive gymnastics at that point. And never looked back. I got, my first big car when I turned 16. I raced some foot brake here and there. And now I'm lucky if I, get in the seat like once a year. But it's fun to do that now as a mom, jump in the seat and let the kids kind of cheer for me. And Peter will bring the kids down to the finish line, and I'll see them when I turn off. Sometimes like Severo will hand me the time slip when I'm at New Media racing because it's such a cool close family knit atmosphere there. So he jumps in the time slip booth, and it's hard to transition from one role to the other back and forth like that. So I don't race very often, which is fine with me. But it's nice to let the kids see me, doing my thing, and that the world doesn't revolve just around them. Like, I think it's so cool, these moms out here racing, often. I think it's neat for the kids to realize that the moms and the dads, they had lives before they became parents. And we have to bump these kids down a little bit into thinking that the world doesn't revolve around them.
Yeah, and probably you're underplaying how much you transition from a racer to a mother and a housewife. And the thing that I admire about you the most is how you unselfishly put your personal racing totally on the back burner, except for that 1 or 2 times per year. And I don't think there's too many people that would unselfishly make that conscious choice like you did. So definitely lucky to have you as part of obviously my wife, the mother of my kids, and the Queen Fling at the Diva desk.
Thanks, babe.
What's your biggest win? Tell
The
your audience what your biggest win.
You were there for it. It was 2012. I ran Super Gas for the first time. I had raced Super Comp a handful of times at Gator Nationals, our hometown national event in Florida. But I hadn't really, gone very far in those races, 3rd round, 4th round. And then all of a sudden, Peter puts me in Anthony Bertozzi's Super Gas car that is, 170 miles an hour in the quarter?
Yeah,
Right.
what she's not saying is she's never did a burnout with with a line lock in a door car before racing at this national event. And she's never, and so we chose Bristol because Bristol's altitude a little bit. I figured it would take some horsepower away, just the weather in itself, because I was nervous. That thing hauls ass. It's 170 miles per hour. And here I am, put my wife in it, who didn't have much experience or any in a roadster. But 7 rounds later, I was pulling behind you in the tower. I was in the final as well in Superstock, and I watched you be double-O, take dolo, and light up the scoreboards in the final. And to me, that was between that and my father winning a national event in front of me at Englishtown. Those are my 2 most memorable moments at the drag strip. So,
yeah, that was neat. We had already had 2 flings at Bristol by that point. It was 2012. We were only just dating still. We weren't even engaged yet. And, so the Bristol staff was like family to us already after those couple events. So they were like rooting for me in the tower, and they were in my winner's circle picture. It was really cool. And then thank God Peter was behind me, because I think if the pressure was on me, if he won in front of me and I lost, oh my gosh, it would have been terrible. So I was glad that, the strong point was behind me and I got it done. And then he followed it up with a win. And it was really neat to share the stage in the national event like that.
It definitely was a special day for sure. Being at Bristol where the Fling all started made it just that much better. I like to leave off with this. So you're a mother of 2. We have a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old. We obviously wouldn't change it for the world. It's but when we had Severio, our first child, and we were thinking about having a second, we were back and forth whether we should or not. What advice would you give a mother of 1 that is debating on having a second? Let's give some advice to the mothers here that's debating on having a second child. What advice would you give them? I'll start with one piece of advice. It's more than twice as hard because you start the numbers, now it's 2 on 2, but go ahead.
Yeah. So I would say first, we were so fortunate just to have 2 children. So, if you're in the position of being able to choose whether to have a second child or not, it's a hard decision. We had Severio, we had our boy, we were so excited. Everything seemed, perfect. And then we thought that would be a perfect little family, just the 3 of us. We were starting to really ramp up with the flings, and it was starting to take a lot of my time and Peter's time. So we were good. We thought maybe it'd just be the 3 of us. And then Kyle comes to New York one weekend and takes Peter out, and they had a couple martinis, and then came Olivia. So I would not change it for the world. But yeah, you're right. It definitely ups the parenting game. I always say that, with the second child, it kind of turns into the dad's first child. Like the dad really has to step up because that tiny little newborn baby just needs the mom for everything. So the dad really has to step up for the older kid, and it really puts a lot of pressure on them for that part. And then, you know, but now obviously I wouldn't change it for the world. We love our Spitfire, Olivia.
Yeah, she's definitely a Spitfire, and she completed our family for sure. Well,
It's fun to watch them together too, because the two have totally different personalities. She'll just ramble about everything for, you know, how her day went and tell you who got in trouble at class and, you know, everything. And then he's more reserved and more serious, and but he's a goofball too.
He's me and she's you, basically. Well, appreciate your time today as we get ready to head to Vegas next week for our spring fling and then back to Galot. Busy couple of weeks. Thanks for taking the time, and thanks for all you do.
All right. Thanks, guys. Good luck, racers.
This is a case of separation. Mistake the bitter for the sweet. And when the world is in rotation, no matter what, you land upon your feet. Do I wanna know why? Really wanna know why? Some say live and let live. You care enough to be free. Keep on no matter come what may. Some say misery loves a little good company, but what I need is to fly high away. All my life I've been stumbling on. No matter how I try, take one step at a time. All my life I've been losing control. But do I wanna know why? Really wanna know why? Keep on no matter come what may. Some say live and let live. You care enough to be free. Keep on no matter come what may. Some say misery loves a little good company, but what I need is to fly high away. We're gonna fly high I remember that summer eve. Since then I just can't think straight. Cause this girl's got a hold on me. Can't break free. Now it's too late. When she's whispering in my ear. When I'm kissing her slow. I would follow her anywhere. She is you. If you didn't know. And I love you more than I ever have loved before. I ain't gonna lie. When I look deep into your eyes, I go and fire comes to life tonight. I'll ride until the morning like the things I do. It's all because of you. All because of you. Everything I do. All because of you. Oh, I remember my lonely days. And no one there by my side. But true love was so far away. Till the day you were I've been dreaming, too good to believe it. Truly, you're one of a kind. So baby, come and pinch me, then I know it's.
All right, the moment you've all been waiting for, the last race of the week and another Gary Williams burnout. Good stuff. So here we are, Weisco 30K Saturday, the RAD Torque Systems. Spring Fling, presented by Optima Batteries, comes to a close right here. One final race, one final big check. A couple winner's circle interviews with Mike Eames await these two. Obviously, that's the highlight of all of this. And we're going to settle it right now. Brandon Lane, Pikeville, North Carolina. Last year's top ET champ right here at Galot Motorsports Park. Dialed a 460 left side, taking on Gary Williams. Just laid down nothing on his bye run of the semis. Bradenton, Florida, FTI, Mickey Thompson, 68 Camaro, 529 the dial for G-Dub. And Brandon Lane lights it up red. G-Dub 005 takes his foot out of it and coasts to the Weisco Saturday 30K victory. And he's going to make a Yui right there. He's going to come back up the track. Gary Williams, this guy is, he's won lots of stuff. And I know this one means a lot to him to add a win at the Fling. Brandon Lane made one heck of a run. He's been good. He's 006 red. You got to go for it. You're looking over at G-Dub, arguably one of the best to ever do it. He just made a perfect run. So you go for it. You get it all you got. And Brandon Lane did just that. So congratulations to G-Dub. Congratulations, Brandon Lane. That's a wrap from what we're going to do up here in the tower. I'm going to let Mike Eames get down and do some winner circle stuff with G-Dub and with Brandon Lane. And but from my end on the tower, it's a wrap on the week. Thank you all so much. And thank you to the Motor Mania, the chat bleachers, for making it all fun. So I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to let Mike Eames take it from here.
Down here in the winner's circle with our champion on Wiseco, $30,000 Saturday, Mr. Gary Williams. And for the third time, you take home the trophy at the end of a Fling event. These events are so tough to win. You have such a dedicated winning history. For the third time you win this, how much does this mean to you?
Man, it really means a lot, mainly this last month. My dad's been in the hospital and just got out today. And once he got out, it was all about just getting it done. And Scott Rod is, man, we got here, this car was a little bit to work with. We were struggling with it the first few days, and he wouldn't give up. Man, we put new tires, changed stuff, took timing out, worked on the suspension and then all of a sudden the last 2 days, it was just knocking the dialing out. And I was trying to hold a little bit, but I shouldn't have. The car was better than me the whole week, or the rest of the week. And, man, we got a lot of people to think this thing is not all done by itself, but, man, Scott Rodden, FTI, Mickey Thompson, VP, all the great guys that help us, you know, Mazier. There's a lot that really do a lot for us, and can't do this stuff by ourselves. But, man, Boss Lady Camaro, Boss Lady herself, they really take care of us and I do nothing except for when they show up at the racetrack, I go drive it, and if there's little tuning here and there, but he works his tail off. He built this car from scratch. I mean, it was a fiberglass body and pipe on the ground, and he built this thing in that red truck that we always do so good in. So, you know, he's amazing, and people are already asking to buy this one, so who knows what we'll have next year.
You know, I don't do anything other than being perfect in the semifinal. You grab that time slip. What's your thought as you go into that final round?
That was kind of, like, unbelievable. The round before is the one I told him. He gets mad if I red light, so I'm like teen all day. And I told him, I said, well, we're either going to load this thing up or win 2 for 1, because I'm going to set low O and see what happens. And still, when I was rolling up there, I hear him in the back of my head. I put 1 thou in, and I'm 2. And I was like, change lanes. Think we know the difference, but we haven't been down the left since we changed all the suspension. And just guess and go perfect dead zero. I mean, it's just your day when it's your day, and it's really nice to come out on top. And it's been a long month. We've been on the road. We traveled all the way out in Vegas and got a runner up there and a win here. So it's really a good time, and we appreciate it all.
Definitely very much hard-earned and very well-deserved. Our winner today on Wiseco $30,000 Sunday, Gary Williams, G-Dub, getting it done.
Big box!
Gary Williams, our winner tonight at Wiseco $30,000 Sunday. Our runner-up today on Wiseco $30,000 Saturday, Mr. Brandon Lane. I tell you what, the hometown guy, you were the top ET champion at this great facility last year. You made all of these Galot Motorsports people really, really happy today with your run.
Yes, sir. Look, it's been a dream come true. I've been wanting to do good in the flings, and I think the lowest I've made is about 8 cars, and today we've had a lot of problems. This is my 3rd car I've been in, and it's been a struggle, but we made it.
You know, having the success of this type of event, over 400 cars, the best of the best of the best here, this really puts you in a good position for the rest of the year as you try to defend your track champion here at this joint.
Yes, sir. I plan on trying to. Other than we're going to try to go to the, me and my buddy, I'm driving his car, and we're going to try to go to the Fling at Bristol. But other than that, I'm going to try to be here try to defend my track championship.
You had a really, really good day today. There's a whole bunch of people standing back here behind you. Who do you want to thank?
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank my dad. Without him, none of this would be possible. And my wife, Jessica Lane, she stands by me for all this crazy mess. And my buddy Cody Strickland, I've always got a car to drive when it comes down to the brass tacks. So
a really good weekend for you, really good event. Our runner-up tonight on Wiseco $30,000 Sunday, Mr. Brandon Lane. Good job, sir.
Thanks, sir.
And that is going to wrap us up at the RAD Torque Systems Spring Fling presented by Optima Batteries. A huge thank you to all the racers that traveled both near and far. Motor Mania, the Jegs, Hoosier live feed. It's such a pleasure to be here with everybody and everybody that watched all across the country was part of the chat bleachers. We'll see you in Columbus. Everybody be safe in your travels. Everybody make good choices, and everybody be kind to your fellow man. On behalf of Peter Biondo, Emily, the entire Fling family, Steve Riggins, who shared the microphone with me, who did a fantastic job, Mike Eames, we'll see you down the road. Everybody, thank you.
Jags.